Hey folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Saurabh Pol. Welcome to Pol Ke Bol. Today I'm going to talk about why you should never accept a counter offer at work. Basically, what does this mean, right? So we all quit our jobs, right? One time or the other. Most people do, some more often than others. But when you quit your job, the first thing that happens is everyone gets an alert. That includes your manager, that includes your manager's manager, and of course the HR. And what happens is the moment you quit your job, okay, unless there has been a major issue and they really want you gone, most companies they are like, oh shit, this person's leaving, our only job right now with him or her is कि इसको रोको, कुछ भी करके इसको रोको. Why? It's very simple. Not, and everyone suddenly is like, अरे क्या कर रहा है, क्या किया, ये क्या नोटिफिकेशन आया, क्या ईमेल आ रहा है, call पे आ. Suddenly on in your email calendar you will see an invite which is basically like अरे क्या just discussion, one-on-one discussion with the HR, one-on-one discussion with your manager. Ideally, by the way, you should be quitting after speaking with your manager, right? Because that's professionalism. But if you are in a situation where and of course you don't need to inform the HR in general, from what I understand, but the HR will anyway get a ping, right? And your BHR, which is your business human resources manager, he or she is going to straight up set up a call with you, and they are going to ask you, standard template hota hai, they are going to ask you, अरे क्या हो गया, why did you quit, is it the work culture, तेरा बॉस तंग कर रहा है तेरे को, क्या हो गया, is it about compensation, पैसे कम मिल रहे हैं, ज़्यादा काम आ गया क्या तेरे ऊपर, is it about like the work life balance, what is it, are you who what is it like, do you have another job in hand, like do you have another job offer. Okay, they ask you these simple things. Are you relocating somewhere? I hope everything is all right in your personal life. So these are your standard questions they ask, right? And I will not say they are insincere, but I'm saying these are the standard questions they have to ask in common sense. Even if you don't have a template, you want to ask these questions. Okay, so एक HR भी वही करता है. And some of them are truly empathetic, some of them are just doing their jobs, and that's completely fine, right? Yeah, like sincerity is not a guarantee in that situation, because I know some HRs who have like 700 people under them. Like, I'm not kidding, 700 people under them, and they're like, यार हर दिन मतलब कोई चार लोग quit करते रहते हैं, right? So when you see something like that, right, when you are in that position, what happens is immediately the company is like कि यार इसको है ना counter offer दे देते हैं हम, ठीक है? Because more or less within a day or two they are like आपसे बुलवा ही लेंगे कि अरे कितने कितने का ऑफर आया वहाँ पे, ओके राइट नाउ यू आर अर्निंग 10 लाख रुपीज ओवर हियर, कितने का ऑफर आया, 15 लाख, we'll match it, don't worry, अभी ऑफिशियल नहीं है बट we'll match it, don't worry. This is the common thing that happens in every company across the world, right? More or less, because the biggest challenge for them, okay, the moment you put down your paper, okay, the moment you put down your paper, the biggest challenge for them is very simple. They are like कि business continuity होना चाहिए. बिकॉज अगर बिजनेस कंटिन्यूटी नहीं हुआ तो जो काम 2 दिन लगने का उसको 2 हफ्ता लगेगा. ओके, जो काम 2 घंटा लगता था उसको 2 दिन लगेगा, सीधा सीधा चेंज हो जाता है, राइट? एंड एवरी मैनेजर्स जॉब, एवरी HR जॉब इज टू एंश्योर बिजनेस कंटिन्यूटी, राइट? बिकॉज इफ यू लूज एफिशिएंसी, यू लूज प्रोडक्टिविटी, यू लूज मनी, and a company is all about making money, right? So that's the whole point. So these companies, they will essentially go out of their way to find out आपको कितना मिला. भले ही ये सेम कंपनी आपको पिछले 3 साल से 2%, 3%, 4% या नो हाइक दे रही हो, ओके, इफ दैट काइंड ऑफ अ कंपनी सडनली लाइक, अरे डोंट वरी, आई विल गिव यू 50% हाइक, वेयर डिड दैट 50% कम फ्रॉम? Suddenly, why did they fall in love with you? Why are they ready to give you whatever you want? Are you don't worry, don't go. You wanted that role in that other team. ना हम करा देंगे. Don't leave us. Just don't leave us. अभी नहीं होगा, but तेरे को within like 3 months, I promise you within 1 quarter, max 2 quarters, you will get your hike that we told you, and of course you will transition start हो जाएगा दूसरे टीम में. तेरे को वो टीम में जाने का था ना. You wanted to join that team, you wanted to be a part of that project. We'll give it to you, अरे तेरे को इधर तेरे को मतलब ऑन साइट जाने का है क्या, we'll figure something out यार, तो ऐसे क्विट मत कर. If you are even remotely valued now, these things are going to happen. That's called a counter offer, and that's completely fine, right? That is absolutely completely fine, is what I'm saying. This is straightforward what any and every company does, and you do not have to feel कि अरे ये क्या हो रहा है भाई, ये कहाँ से हो गया, oh my god, मेरे तो भाग ही खुल गए. No, nothing of that sort, right? This is standard procedure, this is basic, and no one is the villain here. You must have seen by now, like, I haven't criticized the company at all, because I'm like, this is standard यार, मैं कंपनी रन करूंगा तब मैं भी यही करूंगा, okay? But I will tell you but I would hope that I'm much more sincere, when I run a company. But having said that, I'll tell you what happens is when you get a counter offer, आपका है ना थोड़ा as a human being, you suddenly start feeling, यार यहाँ पे तो सब कुछ ही मतलब मुझे पता है, एवरीथिंग इज सो प्रेडिक्टेबल, यहाँ पे सब दोस्त है मेरे, या फिर इवन इफ दोस्त नहीं है, भले ही मुझे दुश्मन है यहाँ पे, एटलीस्ट आई नो दीज दुश्मन्स, एटलीस्ट आई नो दीज पीपल हु आई डील विद। मतलब वो नए जगह पे जाके क्या पता क्या होगा वहाँ पे, वी डोंट नो, बिकॉज ह्यूमन बींग्स वी वैल्यू कंफर्ट। ठीक है, तो सडनली व्हेन वी आर आउट देयर एंड वी आर लाइक कि हाँ मतलब सोच सकते हैं, मतलब वो लोग भी 15 लाख दे रहे हैं, ये भी 15 लाख दे रहे हैं, ओवरनाइट मेरा सैलरी 50% बढ़ जाएगा या 40% आफ्टर टैक्सेस, तो मतलब वाई नॉट, वाई शुडंट आई टेक दिस काउंटर ऑफर? एंड आई एम हियर टू टेल यू मोर ऑफन देन नॉट, you should never take that counter offer. And I'll tell you why. Number one, the moment a company is giving you a counter offer, they are in damage control mode. The source of that counter offer is not sincerity, it is straight up, you know, cover your ass. Okay. It is a reaction. It's not even a response. It's a reaction. Okay. If someone, it's like treat it like a human relationship, right? Why should you always threaten a breakup for them to treat you right? As simple as that. वो ऐसे रिलेशनशिप में आप हुए भी होंगे या आपको दोस्त पता होंगे कि यार ये इनका हर 3 महीना ब्रेकअप होता है, फिर ये पैचअप हो जाता है, फिर वापस ये ब्रेकअप होता है, फिर वापस हमारे पास रोने आ जाते हैं, फिर वापस 2 दिन में वापस उनके पास चले जाते हैं। इट्स अ वेरी डिस्फंक्शनल रिलेशनशिप, बट इट इज़ व्हाट इट इज़, राइट? एंड दीज़ पीपल आर नेवर हैप्पी, एंड दीज़ पीपल इवन इफ दे गेट मैरिड, इट्स नेवर अ हैप्पी मैरिज, राइट? So you should remember, you should treat your company also, you should at least look at your situation with your company in that lens. Okay, as simple as that. So like if you're going to look at them and you're going to be like कि हाँ मैं इतने साल से जो हाइक मांग रहा था वो क्यों नहीं दे रहे हो आप? Why aren't you giving me that hike for the longest time? Suddenly where did this money come from? If you accept that offer, remember the source of that offer is reactionary, which means it can, jitna jaldi aaya utna jaldi nikal sakta hai. The faster it has come, the faster it will go out. Okay. Second, if you accept that offer, by the way, they own you, because they are like, अब मना करके दिखा एक्स्ट्रा काम. Assume you take that counter offer and you go over, you stay back. अभी उन्होंने बोला भाई ये भी कर, अभी वो भी कर, अब क्या बोलोगे तुमने तो पैसा ले लिया उनका, यू हैव टेकन द मनी, यू हैव टेकन द हाइक, अब तो वो बोले भाई तेरे को जो बोला था वो सब दे दिया, अब तू क्यों रो रहा है? हाँ, अब तो ये तो सही नहीं चलेगा, अब तो तू 1-1.5 साल बैठा रहेगा हमारे साथ. एंड बाय द वे मेनी काउंटर ऑफर्स कम विथ लाइक टाइम लिमिट्स, टर्म लिमिट्स. They're like, we'll give you this and we'll give you an instant bonus on the spot, but you need to be with us for 18 months at least. Right? And if you leave before 18 months, you'll have to return that money with the taxes, by the way. ठीक है, इमेजिन यू गेट 2 लाख रुपए का बोनस एंड वो टैक्स वैक्स कट के आपके पास से 160 वगैरह आता है, राइट? तो दे विल बी लाइक, जब जाओगे ना तो 2 लाख लेके जाना पड़ेगा, 160 भी नहीं दोगे तुम. ठीक है, सो दीज आर थिंग्स मोस्ट ऑफ यू डू नॉट नो अबाउट. Okay, so that's all I'll say about this, right? Ki you need to be careful about these counter offers. They own you if you, the moment you take that counter offer, more or less, right? Your negotiation power goes down drastically. Okay. And the third thing that I'll definitely tell you is that when you take that counter offer, the company who has basically given you the first offer, जिसके दम पे आप ये काउंटर ऑफर लेके आओ, they'll be like, ये साला इसने हमको स्कैम किया, हमने इतना एफर्ट डाला, 2-3 महीना इंटरव्यू लिया, 6-7 राउंड हो गया, नाउ दिस पर्सन इज जस्ट ऑफर शॉपिंग, यू डिड ऑफर शॉपिंग इंटरनली, आप वो कंपनी से ब्लैकलिस्ट हो जाओगे. इफ नॉट ब्लैकलिस्टेड, एटलीस्ट यू विल रियली burn your bridges over there. So don't do that. This is the third reason I will say that you should not accept that counter offer, right? Like आप यहाँ पे भी आप कुछ कर रहे हो अजीब, वहाँ पे भी आपका कहीं फ्यूचर में कभी हो जाता, वो भी नहीं हो पाएगा आपसे, right? So that, please keep that in mind. The next thing definitely that I will say is you are a flight risk in a way. That other company is looking at you and it is looking at you like, कि मतलब your existing company, sorry, it is looking at you and it is looking at you like, यार ये अभी पेपर डाला है, ये आ भी गया अपने पास वापस काउंटर ऑफर के साथ, ये कल को वापस कट सकता है. So will they plan with you and for you looking at the future? Not really. I don't think so. That does not happen. By the way, there is another thing about counter offers. They are not immediately applicable. I know people who were promised कि आपको मिलेगा counter offer and वो रुक गए. And वो counter offer बोले कि 3 महीना लगेगा, 6 महीना लगेगा, 9 महीना लगेगा. 9 महीना वेट करके सेम सैलरी पे दे हैड टू क्विट अगेन बिकॉज दे वर लाइक अरे बजट चेंज हो गया, इस साल का परफॉर्मेंस खराब है, तो वी आर सॉरी वी कैन नॉट गिव यू द मनी दैट वी प्रॉमिस्ड यू. So counter offers can also be in the future, and the future is not guaranteed to anyone. ठीक है, तो ये आपको याद रखना है. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर ऑल दिस, राइट. देर आर मेनी ऑफ दीज केसेस आई नो ऑफ पीपल हु थॉट कि हाँ हम वेट करेंगे एंड यू नो लाइक वील स्टे बैक एंड देन यू नो दिस लाइक you know सब ठीक हो जाएगा and so on and so forth, like that was the only problem. No, see, when money stops being a problem, something else becomes the problem. You and and here's the thing, right? If a company truly values you, it will pay you. That I can promise you. If it's like a girl, right? Like if a girl wants to spend time with you, she will take out time for you. वो अरे मैं सो गई, अरे सॉरी यार मैंने अभी मैसेज देखा, अरे अरे नहीं यार मैं बिजी हो गई, अरे यार कल एग्जाम है. लाइक बॉल्स. If a girl likes you, she likes you. You will find out. In fact, if a girl likes you, she becomes overbearing. Same with the company, right? If they really like you, they'll shower you with a lot of good things, or at least they will ensure that they do not mistreat you. Okay, so keep that in mind whenever you are dealing with a company. Okay, you have to understand that no one is super busy, no one is super broke. People only take out time and money for people who they value. ठीक है, ये मैं आपको गारंटी बता सकता हूँ. कुछ भी इमोशनल मैनिपुलेशन में बिल्कुल मत पड़ना. कुछ भी बिल्कुल भी किसी भी इमोशनल मैनिपुलेशन में बिल्कुल नहीं पड़ना आप. as simple as that. So remember, these are some of the most important things. And lastly, by the way, when you decide to take the counter offer and stay back, you will realize one thing, that the underlying problems have not changed. More or less सब सेम ही है, if not worse, because others will find out through the grapevine, through the gossip columns. They'll be like, अरे ये इसने क्विट लिया था, इसने क्विट मार लिया था, बड़े ऑफर लेके बैठ गया वापस. पीपल कम अप टू यू इन द कैफेटेरिया, अरे क्या रे, कितना कितना ऑफर किया तेरे को, कितना एक्सेप्ट किया तूने, सही किया, बट किधर मिला था तेरे को दूसरा कंपनी, बोलना बोलना. They'll come and they'll poke you, right? So, and those problems will stay back, and then there will be that whole thing, that trust will always be gone, right? Like the company will be like, यार ये कभी भी कट सकता है. Your manager will also be like, क्या कमी रह गई थी हम में. So when something like that happens, you have to keep that in mind, right? कि यार मतलब this is like, see, behavior changes, character does not. Everyone will be nice to you for a month or so. You know, the most beautiful time in any company more or less is the notice period, because everyone is like, अरे ये तो जा रहा है, you know. People are trying to woo you till the last day in most companies. Till the last day they are like कि अरे ये मतलब रुक जा try करना, because for that company to hire someone else, it is वो job मतलब posting to go in their internal channel, approve होके backfill request, फिर वो बाहर जाएगा, उसमें 15 दिन जाता है. वो 15 दिन जाने के बाद you start hiring, you start accepting applications, and then उसके बाद वो उसको और मतलब 1 महीना लगेगा to actually get some good candidates का pool, and then the another 2-3 months go by just for someone to be hired, right? So that's the whole thing. So they will be like, we will not have anyone for 3 to 4 months. And ये already जो छोटा टीम है, जो हमने लीन टीम के नाम पे अंडर हायरिंग कर रखा है, वो लोग बैठ के वो लोग में से एक कोई क्विट कर देगा, बोला भाई मेरे सिर पे इतना आ गया, मैं ये क्यों करूं, या फिर मुझको तुम पगार बढ़ा के दो. यू गेट मी? दैट्स द थिंग. एंड इफ द कंपनी रियली नोज कि हाँ भाई ये आदमी तो 3 लोगों का काम करता है, देन तो हैव इवन मोर रीजन टू पे यू मोर. And be like, please मत जा, छोड़ के मत जा. So folks, remember, these are some of the most important things when you think about offers and counter offers and so on and so forth, right? Just remember that. And every time you're trying to leave a company, please leave gracefully. Do not burn bridges, okay? And don't do offer shopping. I think if you have decided you have quit a company, you should just leave. You should straight up leave. भी लाइक कि यार ठीक है यार, चलता है, थोड़ा एक्सपीरियंस लेके, बाहर का एक्सपीरियंस लेके वापस आ जाओ एक साल बाद, 2 साल बाद. यू नो, डू नॉट बर्न ब्रिजेस, ओके? मतलब आप झगड़ा करके निकलोगे, आपको लगता है एवरीथिंग इज़ अ मूवी, एवरीथिंग इज़ अ टीवी शो, मैं कूल बन जाऊँगा रेडिट पे, व्हाट्सएप पे, ऐसे नहीं होता। Like corporates have very long memories, and people will find you, and you will find people again. Okay, so be very careful. And in general, I would say, once again, just to reiterate, do not take up the counter offer unless you have some very weird reason and you never wanted to join the other company in the first place and you actually wanted a counter offer. वो अगर 4D chess खेल रहे हो आप तो ठीक है, but more or less these were some of the reasons I would say that you should not accept the counter offer. Anyway, this was Polke Bowl on this topic on why to not accept a counter offer and it's a trap. I can see some, one question in the chat. Oh, one message. I don't know how many people are live right now. If you can hear me, see me. But yeah, if you have any questions or if you just want to talk, we can chat in the chat box. Just send a message. Yeah. Saurabh Bisht 8698. Thank you for writing, Saurabh. Hi, bro. My cat is on 30th, which is, I think, this weekend. Watching your video. Yo, Saurabh, don't do that. But हाँ, अगर chill मारने के लिए कर रहे हो तो ठीक है. But all the best for your cat. I hope you have prepared, and just do well, yeah. What you do on the day also matters quite a bit, I would say. And all the best, bro. Um, which section are you most confident in? Quants, logical reasoning, verbal ability? Which one? By the way, folks, if there's anyone else who has any questions and all, I can answer them. Any thoughts, any topic you want me to talk on, I'm right here. I'll wait for a few minutes, and yeah, I would love to chat. By the way, if you are new to Polkeball, please like, comment, subscribe. It, I really want to build on the community, and there are many other. I talk about corporate. I talk about MBA, talk about current affairs. These things are very close to my heart, and there are so many other videos I've made. You can go and check it out, right? And do subscribe. Yeah, Saurav is like VARC, which is verbal ability and reading comprehension. Yeah, I loved verbal ability and reading comprehension. It was my favorite, absolutely the favorite. I was really good at it, which won't come as a surprise to most people who know me. But yeah, I really loved verbal ability, and of course, matches with my marketing career. So yeah. Navneet Jain 3028. Thank you, Navneet, for writing in. Hi, Paul. Hi, Navneet. Hope you're doing well. Karthik Arora is going for Goldman Sachs interview tomorrow. Wow, Karthik, all the best. Do well. What role, man? Like that's fantastic. Goldman Sachs, huh? Yeah, investment banking. What is it? Risk analyst. What are you working as? What are you planning to work as? All the best, honestly. Navneet Jain is like, did I miss anything? It's a live, Navneet. I'm talking about why not to accept counter offers. I spoke about it for 15 minutes. You can just, later on, you can go back and, watch it. Thoda piche leke. But as of now, if you have any questions, anything you want to talk about, you can just put it in the chat and we can have a conversation. Okay, Karthik Arora is you're an analyst software development. Fantastic. Yeah, Goldman Sachs' biggest office outside of the US is actually in Bangalore. And if I'm not wrong, yeah, it is the biggest office of theirs, if I'm not wrong. So Bangalore का office तो बहुत बड़ा है उनका, and they are going all in, in India, by the way, because obviously they will, right? Third round is tomorrow. Hope will survive all 5 rounds. All the best, yeah. All the best. See, be yourself, Karthik, for tomorrow's interview. Because if you try to be someone else, you're just going to be caught. Goldman Sachs is very particular about that, right? So be yourself and just be confident in your abilities. Don't try to lie in your interview, you know, and fully showcase all the great work you have done in the past, right? And yeah, Navneet is like, I've seen most of your recent videos and not missing the latest ones. Thanks, man, Navneet. You can watch some old videos also. I think in the first half of 2025, there were some amazing videos, I would say. So you should definitely watch some of them. The Life After MBA one is my most successful one till now. Yeah. Karthik Arora is like, yes, right. Bangalore office in Outer Ring Road, ORR is the biggest one. Yes, see, I was right. I'd read about it in Economic Times. So there's that. शादी का सीजन वगैरह आ रहा है यार, शेव वेव करना है. Ah, what else? Yeah, we have 10 recurring people. We have quite a few people right now actually. काफ़ी काफ़ी लोग हैं चैट में. चैट पे कुछ डालिए. Like what else is going on? Aniket Shetty has a relevant question. Hi, Aniket. Hi, what if your company gives a counteroffer much higher than your expectations? Good point. Very good point. Not only offer matching, offer eclipsing. Basically, अगर यार मैं अभी 10 लाख कमा रहा हूँ, 15 लाख रुपए मुझे का ऑफर मुझे मिला है, कंपनी इज लाइक भाई मैं 18 लाख दूंगा. Firstly, that rarely happens. Okay, firstly that rarely happens. Why the hell will they do that, right? You should ask the company firstly, like why are you giving me such a high amount, and why couldn't you give it to me last year? Why couldn't you give it to me last year? What was the problem? Why did you wait for me to leave to give me something? Because see, if someone is waiting for you to threaten to leave them, and then giving you what you need and desire and want and deserve, and तब वो आपको ये दे रहे हैं, मतलब they don't value you. Okay, मतलब रखने के लिए रख सकते हो if you're early in your career, but when you honestly grow ना in your career, you should take your decisions much more than money. मतलब on the basis of much more than money. पैसे को छोड़ के बहुत होता है. You will not realize it when you're 22 years old, but when you actually reach like 26, 27, 28 and 30, of course in the 30s तो it becomes very clear कि पैसा छोड़ के भी बहुत होता है लाइफ में, right? You have to see कि okay, is this role really helping me grow in my career? If I stay here for one more year, will it really strengthen my CV rather than going somewhere else? Does it align with my long-term goals? Does it align with my short-term goals? What is going on in my personal life? यार मेरा पर्सनल लाइफ में कुछ भी नहीं चल रहा है तो मैं यहाँ पे डाल रहा हूँ 14 घंटा काम. बट अगर मेरा पर्सनल लाइफ अच्छा चल रहा है, या मुझे शादी करनी है, मेरा बच्चा हो रहा है, या फिर मेरे पेरेंट्स को मेरी ज़रूरत है, मेरे या फिर कुछ कुछ तो सिचुएशन है लाइफ में that you want to clear out, you can't just take a decision based on okay, I got this counter offer. Maybe you are moving to another place because you are getting a better role. What are you going to do then? And why should you, and have some self respect, right? You should ask that company कि यार मेरे को पहले क्यों नहीं दिया ये पैसा. मतलब पैसा है आपके पास, because they are clearly underpaying you then. So doesn't it make sense that they'll also underpay you in the future? That's the reality, right? So that's what I would say, Aniket, for my answer. I hope you understood, or maybe if you disagree, you can let me know. Visionary Insights one. It's been a long time. Visionary Insights. Trying to get a job from last 10 months, but they're offering less package than last one. What to do now? Are you working right now or are you not working right now? तो 10 महीना घर पे बैठा है, 10 महीना काम कर रहा है. Because I think if you're sitting at home, then you don't have this thing, leverage. It's all about leverage, right? It's all about तेरे पास क्या है, मैं तेरे को क्यों दूं जो तू चाहता है, right? So if you have a job and then you're going out for a job, they'll always be like, हाँ भाई ये ले 20-25% extra minimum, let's talk. 50% भी जा सकता है वो, 100% if you are really underpaid. So if you are Visionary Insights, so to answer your question, you will need to give me much more detail, right? Because if you don't have a job in hand, of course they have no incentive to pay you more. We're like, क्या मैं काय को तेरे को पैसा दूँ? Because currently your income is zero, na? That's what they will think. Navneet Jain is like, do you visit Bangalore anytime? Not really, यार. I visited once a year, कभी कभार. Flight वाइट पकड़ने के लिए, international flight पकड़ने के लिए आता रहता हूँ मैं Bangalore. But I have a few relatives and quite a few friends. I should be visiting it soon though. I think I will visit it. I should be visiting it end of the year. So next year. That is. Kartik Arora, although I love Bangalore ka beer, I love the breweries, and I think it's just amazing. Just the breweries and the places to drink and party are amazing in Bangalore. Kartik Arora is like, we should have more than one offer. Just give your all and have multiple offers. 100%. You should have multiple offers. But don't do offer shopping with multiple offers. Because that I kind of believe is not that great. Matlab, if you are getting a good deal, do it, but don't make a habit of it. And choose a job much more than on the basis of just money. Right? Like, again, you may not understand the importance of it. But yeah, always have more than one offer. Always. Because आपको भी पता चले ना मार्केट में क्या है. Aniket Shetty is like, thanks, Saurabh. Really appreciate your insights. Yeah, thank you, man. Welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for asking a good question, by the way. So, yeah, folks, any more questions? Obviously, happy to answer them. अवेलेबल। क्या चालू है देश और दुनिया में, क्या चालू है न्यूज़ व्यूज़ में, क्या चालू है उसके ऊपर कुछ कमेंट कर देता हूँ मैं। By the way, folks, if you're new to Pokeball, please just subscribe to the channel. I think our community is growing; it's doing very well, and just like this video. By the way, the algorithm really loves it. So yeah, I think I should be going live around 9 p.m. or so. But वो हमेशा I keep finishing off some or the other work. वो होता नहीं है. So that's the only challenge. But yeah, that's the thing. क्या चल रहा है? क्या चल रहा है? What's trending? All right, we have a question from short form video editor. How do I know if I'm good at something? I'm 2 months into a B2B SaaS sales internship and haven't booked any meetings while others have. Should I consider changing careers or am I being impatient? Are you going to take a career decision in 2 months? See, by the way, short form video editor, if you are not getting a meeting in 2 months, go and talk to the people who have gotten that meeting. You have nothing to lose, right? Just go and ask them कि ब्रो ये कैसे किया मुझे हेल्प कर. People are not going to spit on you. They're not. And if someone does spit on you, just punch them or something, right? Like just tell them get lost. You know? मतलब बेसिकली कोई आपकी बेइज्जती नहीं करेगा. आप समझ रहे हो? कोई नहीं करेगा. ओके और अगर किया तो एज आई साइड जस्ट आस्क देम टू गेट लॉस्ट. सो यू गो एंड बी शेमलेस एंड बी आस्क योर पीपल की कैसे मतलब मेरे को भी दिखाना मेरा देख 2 महीने से नहीं हुआ है. एंड स्पीक टू योर मैनेजर ऑल्सो. मैनेजर को बोल. वो मैनेजर तेरे को हड़का भी सकता है, मैनेजर को हेल्प भी कर सकता है. यू नेवर नो. या सो फाइंड आउट अबाउट दैट एंड कितना चलता है एंड ऑल. एंड की एंड ऑल्सो आस्क योर सेल्फ लाइक डू यू रियली वॉन्ट टू डू B2B सेल्स सैस सेल्स. तेरे को सच्ची में करना है, अंदर से होता है क्या रोज सुबह उठ के तेरे को मन करता है क्या करने का. बिकॉज चूजिंग अ करियर इज अबाउट डूइंग इट फॉर 30 years है एटलीस्ट 30-40 years. हर दिन सुबह उठ के कि भाई यही करना है, यही करना है मुझको. Do you feel that way? You should ask yourself this question. Saurabh Bisht is like, sir, do you have any course? Sir, mat bolo yaar. Saurabh bolo. Ya Pol bolo. So, do you have any course on placement? Really like your domain of corporate. Course on placement. यार मैं course वोर्स नहीं करता यार. I mean, course वोर्स कुछ नहीं है. On placement, I mean, I am going to make a video on the reality of MBA placements because मुझे वो मालूम है. But job hunt, job search, I've made a lot of videos, yeah, Saurabh. So you should go out there and check it. कि मैंने क्या क्या videos बनाया, आपको थोड़े बहुत पसंद आ जाएंगे मेरे हिसाब से. I personally feel you'll really like some of those videos. They'll be very helpful to you. आज टाइम बहुत फास्ट जा रहा है. 28 मिनट हो गए इस लाइव स्ट्रीम को. So yeah, but yeah, looking at any placement and getting a job offer and all, I'll just say be very smart. When you are applying and थोड़ा and you have to be gritty. थोड़ा thick skin होना चाहिए कि चलता है रिजेक्शन खा गया ब्रेकफास्ट में मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. So unless you have that, you're gonna have a tough time. Rejection is the biggest part of a job hunt. First and biggest part. Hmm. Anything else? Anything else, folks? Because if nothing else, I will log off because my wife is also waiting for me. कि भाई क्या कर रहा है रात को 11 बजे ऑनलाइन जाके बक 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 बक. It's fine. It's fine. Hmm. Okay. Folks, thank you so much for joining in. This was a lovely live stream. Some amazing questions from so many of you. So thank you so much. And I'll probably, I don't know if I'll have the time tomorrow to do anything. Because अभी शादी का सीज़न आ रहा है तो मैं थोड़ा बिजी रहूँगा. Let me see if I can, uh, you know, record a few videos and put it out there. So let's see. Like, comment, subscribe, folks. Only 5 likes on this live stream. I think we did much better than that. Would really appreciate it. And yeah,